The state of Bihar lies in India's vast northern plain. The beauty of its countryside belies the brutality of its poverty. Many have no electricity. Light is a kerosene lamp. Cooking fuel, dried cow dung. And there's a different kind of darkness here, illiteracy. Only a third of the women can read and write. Bihar's people earn only $94 a year on average and are the poorest in India. In Donapur village, the Majhi family have been waiting for a month for their grandfather to return from the March of the Landless.
We never had land. There is so much poverty. How could we have land? We have poverty.
The family of 15 people live, along with their pigs, in 4 rooms.
Look at us. We live like animals. Do you think we want to live like this?
Their eldest son earns a few rupees working on the land his family was promised 10 years ago. They hope their grandfather will bring news from Delhi that the land will finally be theirs.
Yes, we hope. Had he not hope, would he be walking for 1 month now?
Hope is hard to find in Donapur village. Most of the children go to school, but often the teachers do not. The closest hospital has 2 maternity wards and virtually no doctors. Few can afford a trip to the city hospital. In rural India, medical care is the second most common cause of family debt. For some, hope arrives in an SUV. On his 1 day off a week, Dr. Arjun Singh travels to villages to do surgeries.
I was born in a village. I belong to a farmer's family. When I see a child running around without shoes, with legs covered in mud, whose clothes are torn and dirty, it reminds me of my childhood. I was like that too.
Today he's going to Donapur village. There are 2 young women who need emergency appendectomies. The prep room is a lane outside. The operating room is a shed. The operation takes Singh back to a day 45 years ago.
My cousin died during an appendicitis operation. He was young. He was 18 years old. My father grabbed my hand and put it in my uncle's hand. He said, "I cannot give you your son back, but I am giving you my boy in his place." At that moment, I decided I will become a doctor, a surgeon. I think of it every day.
This is the culprit, the appendix. We just have to take it out.
The first operation has gone well, and the second patient, a young married woman, is brought in. This one will not go so smoothly.
Worst appendix. Appendix is worst.
There's a danger of infection. They clean her belly out as best they can. Soon, she too is in the brick shed that is the village hospital.
90% of the population that lives in villages, nobody thinks about them. Millions of people are becoming disabled or dying from treatable illnesses. No one pays attention to that. Medicine is becoming commercial in India. But what has happened in my life has made me link humanity to my medical career.
The young woman will recover, but without Singh's act of charity, she almost certainly would have died. Here, shining India seems very far away. Singh's father was a freedom fighter with Gandhi, but this is not the India his father fought for.
Most people are corrupt. The percentage is quite high. It is a fact, and the whole country knows it. If the government won't stop it, then people outside the government will rise and there will be bloodshed, which is not a good thing for any country's progress.